Hey, I'm Erica Bell, and as a professional organizer, I get to work with all different types of people. That is one reason why I love this job. I just get to help a variety of different people, different walks of life. Every one of my clients is different, and it's so rewarding, so satisfying. So sometimes I have clients that feel like they're too busy to get organized, so they just want to hire someone to do it for them. Awesome. Other times I have people who they have the time and they want to do it themselves, but they just don't really know how. So then I come in and help, answer those questions for them and help them along with that process. But I also have another type of client that I see on occasion, and this is what I want to talk to you guys about today, is the perfectionist, that client. So sometimes, we may see a picture on social media, maybe it's Pinterest, maybe it's Instagram, fill in the social media network of your choice. We may see something and we're like, oh my goodness, I love that. That's incredible. I could never, but that would never work. I could never have that. I could never attain that, right? So we just totally dismiss it because it's perfect, but we know that we can't achieve that in our house, right? So sometimes with perfectionists, and I say everything I say lovingly, and I fall into line with a lot of these things, right? So sometimes there's that inflexibility with perfectionists. So we see something, we want it. If we can't have it, we're like all or nothing. If I can't attain that, I don't want anything, right? So is that causing you to not get or stay organized? Because you're like, this is the idea in my head. I can't achieve it. I can't attain it. So I'm just not going to do it, right? So we just write it off. Or there's another kind of, perfectionist that maybe you say, okay, you've got that picture, say that same picture, and you're like, oh yeah, I can do that. I'm absolutely, my house is going to be perfect. And a little side note, it's so funny because sometimes people I think you would think, okay, if someone's a perfectionist, maybe their home is super tidy, super neat, super organized, but that may not always be the case. As a perfectionist, you may suffer from like overanalyzing or decision fatigue. Well, we all suffer from that, but you overanalyze a situation, then you have this analysis paralysis, and you can't make any decisions and you can't move forward with anything. And then your house keeps, getting more and more cluttered and disorganized. So that may be the case with some perfectionists. So back to that picture. So you've got this picture, you're like, this is what my house is gonna look like. You do it, your house, is your idea of perfect, right? And then it just kind of falls by the wayside. So maybe that's because you've hyper organized. Some people probably don't even realize this is a thing. Maybe you do. Maybe you've never labeled it. So you have that picture in your head and it's uber organized. So instead of just maybe having, let's take kids' toys, for example, instead of just putting maybe you have a basket for things that go, right? So it's cars, it's trucks, that type of thing. It's airplanes, you name it, okay? Instead of that, we have a bin for the trucks and then a big bin for the cars. And, and again, then maybe these systems, maybe your family is unable to keep up with these systems, right? So this idea of everything is perfect and everything has to have a super hyper specific place, maybe that's getting in the way of you getting organized. So I want you to just think about that. Do you fall into this? Are you falling victim to being a perfectionist and either having this all or nothing mentality of, I can't attain it, so I'm not gonna do it? Or are you falling into the, okay, I can attain it, I'm gonna do this, but then you can't maintain it? Either way, they're both, they both can be problems. I really encourage you, don't let perfection get in the way of good enough. don't fall victim to these things, because I promise you, even just a little bit of organization in your home, in your life, is gonna help you. It's gonna help your mind. It's gonna bring peace of mind to you, to your family, to your roommates, to your space. It's gonna make it more zen. It's really just going to benefit you. So let go of that all or nothing. Don't let perfection get in the way of good enough. You can do it. Don't hyper organize. Sometimes just kind of batch organize. Everything doesn't have to be, have some flexibility, right? So don't fall victim to this. If you ever need any help, please reach out to me. I'm always here to help. I really, truly want to. It is my joy and passion, and I absolutely love doing this. So let me know if you liked this video. Stay tuned each week for new ones, and I look forward to chatting with y'all so soon. Thanks.